Welcome to Vogue B&B, your daily destination for the latest bold and the beautiful spoilers, breaking updates, and unforgettable drama. Subscribe now and never miss a shocking twist. Bold and the Beautiful revealed the problem. Deacon and Taylor can't escape Deacon, told Taylor that he's never felt more certain about their future, yet Sheila remains a recurring presence in their lives. Even as Deacon pops the question and tries to build a future with Taylor, their past and Sheila's unpredictable behavior continually threaten to derail their relationship. Deacon, Sean Kanan, put out all the stops to have a romantic night. The ambience at the Cliff House was flawless. The candles were glowing. The air was thick with the promise of a fresh start. He said all the words that any woman would want to hear. Deacon swore he had never been more certain about his future. He insisted that his heart entirely belonged to her. But B&B fans can see through the smoke and mirrors. A glaring contradiction sits at the center of this rushed engagement. Deacon keeps insisting that his chapter with Sheila, Kimberlyn Brown, is dead and buried. He claims he has completely moved on. Yet Sheila remains an invisible third wheel in his new relationship. She dominates all of their private conversations. Sheila looms over their romantic dinners. Even in the most intimate of moments, her shadow refuses to leave the room. And it's likely not to go away anytime soon. Taylor and Deacon's foundation, born from emotional infidelity. When you strip away the romance, their foundation looks shaky. Let's not forget how this bond started in the first place. It sprouted from emotional dishonesty. Deacon sat on Taylor's therapy couch week after week. He used those vulnerable moments to emotionally cheat on Sheila. Taylor became his safe haven. She was a welcome distraction from the chaos of his marriage. Now, their romance is fueled by external drama. They are running on the adrenaline of fighting a common enemy. They got a thrill out of defying Steffi's Jacqueline McInnes Wood. Strict ultimatums. Protecting each other gave them a sense of meaning and purpose. But that's only a trauma bond, not a stable foundation for a lasting relationship. What happens when Sheila leaves the picture? If you remove Sheila from the picture, the illusion fades. A real relationship requires shared interests and mutual goals. It needs a connection that exists outside of a crisis. Currently, Deacon and Taylor don't have that. Their conversations consist of analyzing Sheila's mental state. They spend their days predicting Sheila's next move. Deacon wants to believe that he's a changed man. He wants a stable life with a world-renowned psychiatrist. Taylor wants to believe that she has finally found a man who puts her first, unlike Ridge, Thorsten Kaye. But they are both lying to themselves. They are using each other to hide their own messy pasts. This proposal is not the start of a new chapter. It's a frantic attempt to lock down a distraction before reality catches up with them. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Ridge has a romantic distraction for Brooke. Ridge leans into romance to distract his wife. Back stateside, Daphne ensures Carter knows the depths of her love for him. It hasn't turned out quite as Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang, Ridge Thorsten Kaye, and Steffi, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, had hoped. The international market is abuzz with Logan's launch of Hope's line. All of FC's buyers are talking about it. To the industry, this is a David and Goliath story. They're waiting to see how the success shakes out for both fashion houses. However, sales for Forrester's new couture collection aren't where they need to be. The conversation has been on the rivals feud and not the fashions. It's a poor financial situation for the company. Not to mention, the family's close personal friend, Fanny, Elsa Esnault, is working on a line for Logan. She shared the news with Ridge and Brooke, thinking that Katie Heather Tom had told them. It came as a shock to the couple as they added the perfumer to the list of people in their lives now associated with the startup. Carter, Lawrence St. Victor, and Daphne Muriel Hilaire have been throwing themselves into work. But the stress of landing Forrester's bounce back comes second to their sorrow over Daphne's diagnosis. They've been leaning on their friends and their love to work through their emotions about not being able to conceive. Daphne has been so devastated by the news that she has premature ovarian insufficiency that she won't consider alternatives to conception. Carter hasn't broached the topic, but it's something he's spoken about with Steffi and Ridge. He wants a family with Daphne. However, it can happen even if it's not how they dreamed.